Yeah, Sixers dub. Sixers win. Sixers win. What is up? To TPL Live. The Sixers got the W tonight, 129 to 105. They move on to 29 and 13, 19 and 4 at home today. We are breaking down our top takeaways. We're going to grade today's performance, declare a player of the game. Joining us today is my man Justin. You know him on Twitter at J_Persichetti. What is up, Jay?
Listen, Sixers W. Gotta love it. Toby playing good. We got Paul Reed in today's game. Rajon Tucker got in there too. First minutes for the Sixers team. Can't complain. No complaints here.
Man, what a beautiful win. Also joining us today is my man Mark Henry. He is the host of the Tough Cover podcast. Please go check that out. It is March Madness season, baby. Go follow him on Twitter at Mark Henry Jr. _. What's going on, Mark?
Clap your hands, everybody, for Philadelphia. Now, how could you not feel great after a win like that? That's great.
Woo! All right, let's break it down, man. The Sixers offense truly was the story, especially in that first half. You saw the Sixers offense clicking in that first quarter, 11 of 17 from the field, 7 assists of their first 11 made field goals. Just absolutely terrific. Danny Green, 11 points in the first 6 minutes. Even Tyrese Maxey had back-to-back buckets, who 5 of the last 6 games didn't have more than 10 minutes. I know no Seth, but here we are. 21 points combined in the first quarter by Tobias Harris and Danny Green. The Sixers truly started out the gate clicking. 42 points was tied for the most points they had in a quarter since against the Kings in Sacramento a couple months ago, which is kind of ironic. But really, since then, it was just the Sixers and Tobias Harris show. Tobias Harris finished with 29 points here in 30 minutes on 18 shots. He finished 12 of 18. He had 11 boards, 8 assists, 0 turnovers. This was just truly a start-to-finish efficient win for the Sixers. And to be honest, a lot of us kind of here were panicking, like, who the hell is going to stop De'Aaron Fox from getting to the rim here? He was a non-factor. We're going to get into that. Justin, what was one of your takeaways of this game?
I mean, one of the biggest takeaways to me, just about any game, is if the Sixers are shooting well from three around their stars. Obviously, tonight, your stars aren't in the game as much. You have Tobias Harris, but that's it. But the team shot 47% from three, which is ridiculous in comparison to what they've been shooting as of late. That's a big takeaway of mine. Also, Shake Milton, 28 points tonight.
Amazing. I mean,
gotta love it.
Good to see him get some confidence, get some swag back, because it's not been easy for Shake. A lot of that damage, I think, was in that second half. Mark, what was your main take of the game?
Shake Milton's got to be the first guy that you name on offense, and then obviously, like we talked about on the watch party, Matisse Thybulle's defense on De'Aaron Fox was unbelievable, and then his willingness to shoot the three really opens up the offense so much for everyone else. And like you said on the watch party too, we can't say it was Seth Curry because he wasn't playing, but when Danny Green's hitting his threes, it makes us a completely different offense.
What did I say during the pregame show? No Joel Embiid, no Ben Simmons, no Seth Curry. I was scared to death about De'Aaron Fox just getting whatever he wanted there in the paint. And I declared, whoever gets the most points in the paint is going to get the W tonight. The Sixers had 52 points in the paint tonight compared to the 48 points by the Sacramento Kings. Overall, 24 assists to 48 field goals. They out-rebounded the Sacramento Kings 51-33. Justin, you touched on the shooting. Just a overall great performance. Tobias Harris was locked in from the jump. We've it's like we're like talking to a brick wall. Like we just say the same things over and over and over again. But not enough can be said about how Tobias Harris is confident. He's the leader of this team on the court this year versus off the court in years past. I was just incredibly impressed by Tobias Harris's ability to just lead this team and be the guy on offense. And we're not even talking about defense. Justin, any other takeaways of this game?
I mean, Tobias Harris almost had a 30-point triple-double, and I'm a little sad that he wasn't able to get it. I think he was two assists away or 2 rebounds away from it, and then because he had 29 points or like 11 rebounds and 8 assists, I think, or it might have been flip-flop the rebounds and assists, but he the guy, and someone said in the comments earlier, he's one of the most consistent guys in the NBA, and he has been really, and that's been one of the biggest downfalls that to him earlier in his career, earlier in his career as a Sixer, I should say, was the inconsistency of what you were going to get on a night-to-night basis with him, not even only in the playoffs, but in the regular season as well. And he's shown that he can come out and be that guy when he needs to so far. So it's definitely nice to see.
His reactions are so much faster than years past. He gets the ball, he cuts to the basket. He gets the ball, he pulls up. He's just so different. Doc Rivers deserves so much credit for unlocking Tobias Harris. It's arguably the biggest reason why the Sixers are where they are at. We have EEC saying Tobias is a player of the game. The guys feed off his confidence and was a bucket tonight. Mark, any other takeaways in this game?
Yeah, I mean, anytime you can jump out to a 21-point lead and double them up in the first quarter, you really set the tone for the game and set the pace for the game. And I think I'd be pretty surprised to not see Luke Walton get fired, honestly, after this game. I don't know how you show up like that against a team without 3 of their starters and not get fired. I hate Luke Walton. I've been a Luke Walton hater for a long time. I think he's a terrible coach. Ever since he started talking negatively about the process a couple of years ago, as he was a coach of a terrible Lakers team. I'm not a big fan of hypocrites, so I can't stand Luke Walton, and I think he's a terrible coach. And I think that played out tonight quite clearly when you saw them absolutely just not show up at all from the jump. Coach of a terrible Lakers team.
You look at Seth Curry over. We're getting some echo here. Someone hit mute. All right, there we go. You look at like Danny Green not including this game. He's shooting 40.3% from 3, 27 of 67, 40.6% from 3 in the catch and shoot. You look at the last few games, he's held Westbrook and RJ Barrett and Keldon Johnson to really poor shooting. I want to talk a little bit about Danny Green because he was a team leading plus 33 tonight. He came out the gate just on fire. He had 11 quick points. He finished the game with 18 points. He had 3 steals tonight. Even when the Kings were getting buckets on Danny Green, I felt like even he was playing really strong perimeter defense. This is a guy that has been in continuous trade talks. Justin, what's your take on Danny Green right now?
I mean, Danny Green, she's making shots, shooting them and making them. And that's been one of the biggest things that Sixers fan base has at least talked about is taking more threes has been a consistent thing. Doc Rivers doesn't believe that, and the team doesn't believe that that's necessary, but that has been a thing that the fan base has been saying. And I'll tell you what, Danny Green is not scared to pull that trigger. And it's been nice that he's been consistently making them a lot more than he may have earlier in the season. But here's the other thing about Danny Green. He doesn't only do it on the offensive end. In that case, he also gets rebounds, gets clutch rebounds at that, and plays pretty good defense as well. So, yeah, honestly, I have no complaints about Danny Green, and he's been, to me, one of my favorite players for the Sixers so far this year, just based on it just seems like he's a guy who's level-headed. He's never kind of too high, too low on himself. Like, sure, he understands when he's missing some shots, but it doesn't affect him for the next game, and I can appreciate that about him. He's a pro's pro.
Pedro says Doc Rivers on Matisse. He's like Inspector Gadget with those long arms. Go gadget. His instincts are incredible, just incredible to watch. EEC says, remember the Celtics lost to these guys. What does that say about Boston right now? We'll save that for another pod. Danny Green is solid, says Williard. He's only in trade rumors because of his contract. You're 100% right. I've been kind of beating the Danny Green drum over these last few weeks, and I think his play has been only getting better and better and better. I'm not saying don't upgrade from Danny Green. I'm just saying pay the man some respect. There's a little narrative out there, and I think it's time to just throw that out the window. Mark, any other takeaways of this game before we get on to our player of the game?
Yeah, I mean, sticking with Danny Green, just talking about the same thing. Daryl Morey the other night on no free ads, but he was on Twitter Spaces talking about, they were talking about how he would like to see the team make more or take more threes. Basically, it's no secret that I think Daryl Morey would like the basketball team he's employed by to shoot more threes, no matter how many threes they're shooting. But I think that Danny Green has shown how willing he is, and you can see that when looking at his numbers. He's shot more threes per game this year than he ever has at any other point in his career. So I think that that's just recognizing what a team needs, and he's able to do that because he's been on so many successful and winning teams in his career. Something else that I've noticed about him, and I've noticed this back in the San Antonio days when they were playing Miami in the finals, he's great in transition on defense. Like, he's a great transition defender. He always makes smart plays. He'll slap the ball away every once in a while, and he's just a smart player, and he's a winning basketball player.
Last takeaway before player of the game. There is a lot of – wait, I like this comment. Tobias says, I'm an effing all-star. 100%, man. Awesome comment, Yams. What I love about this game is confidence building. There was a lot of confidence building from Shake Milton to Matisse Thybulle to Tyrese Maxey, looking very strong offensively tonight. You saw Dwight Howard just pumping up the fans there on the bench. That's the kind of game that you'd love to see. That's the kind of game that you would watch last season, and it was a blowout loss. To see my player of the game, I'm going to feed that into that, is Tobias Harris. 29 points, 11 boards, 8 assists, 2 steals. He was a leader of men on the court tonight. Tobias Harris had 0 turnovers. In fact, the entire starting lineup had 3 turnovers. And I think that was all led by Tobias Harris being the engine, being the heart and soul of this team tonight. Go ahead, Justin.
Yeah, and speaking of the leader of men tonight, Doc Rivers said, Austin Krell, our beat reporter for the Sixers, said, Doc says that Tobias Harris set the tone for the team tonight. Says Harris told the team to treat tonight like a road game and had his teammates focused on coming in shorthanded. So obviously that's huge, and leader of men is a legitimate thing. He is a leader on this team, and I honestly think he's one of the most important leaders on this team, especially for the young guys.
All right. Justin, who is your player of the game tonight?
My player of the game. I'm going to go with my man Matisse Thybulle.
Nice.
My man Matisse Thybulle. Listen, man, you can't say any more about him. He was the primary defender tonight against the Kings, De'Aaron Fox, and he did a great job with that. De'Aaron Fox coming into this game, I personally was definitely concerned about how we were going to defend him, being that you don't have your legitimate rim protector down there in Joel Embiid and your best perimeter defender in Ben Simmons. You might be able to start making an argument for Matisse Thybulle being their best perimeter defender right now. I'm going to be honest. Yeah, you might be able to try to make that argument. I don't think that's a hot take either. He held De'Aaron Fox to 16 points, 6 assists, 4 rebounds, 5 of 14 from the field, 0 for 4 from 3. De'Aaron Fox ended with a minus 23 plus minus on the night. Matisse Thybulle, 8 points, 3 assists, 7 rebounds, which is insane for him. 3 for 6 from the field, 1 block, 1 steal, and 2 for 4 from 3 with a plus 32. Plus 32 when he only scored 8 points in the game. That's good. That's really good. And Matisse Thybulle is just you can't say enough about that guy, man. Great defense. His offense is coming around game in and game out. It seems like he's been more willing to shoot, and you can tell Doc is trying to get him more involved in the offense as the games have come along this season. And it's definitely exciting to see his growth. And you just hope he keeps growing. This guy can be a legitimate NBA starter, in my opinion, and I think a lot of people's opinions, if he can get his offensive game going. So yeah, definitely really exciting, and he's my player of the game for today.
What about you, Mark?
My player of the game today for sure is going to be Shake Milton.
Yeah,
because I feel like we've a lot of people have gotten on him over the last couple of weeks, and anytime he really struggles, it feels like a lot of people get on him. So I'll give him his flowers while he's having a good game. And when you have a game where you're coming in shorthanded, you need Shake Milton to do what Shake Milton did today. And it's great to see that he still has that in him, because you know that there's going to be a playoff game where we probably need a game like this from Shake Milton, and obviously a closer situation, because of what he has is not something the Sixers are rich in. Obviously, you'd like to see him shoot more threes than 2 threes in a game. I'd say that it could have been a little. He may have shoot a bit more if it wasn't such a blowout from the start from 3, but to see how he got to the line, he went 9 for 11 from the line. Getting to the line 11 times for Shake Milton, I'll take that any day of the week and twice on Sunday. I just Shake Milton's ability to get to the line and to finish around the rim when he's on and when he's confident is really, really something that this helps his team out a lot going forward. And I thought he just looked supremely confident out there. When he gets when he sees some shots go in, it's just like he's a completely different player.
I am so glad you brought up Shake Milton. You look at what he's done lately, like his offensive rating over the last 12 games, a 97. Only 4 times he's gotten over 100. 97 offensive rating for a guy coming in here that was supposed to be a kind of a 6-man candidate. Last 12 games, 29.7% from 3. Not good. 41.3% from the field. Not good. Shake Milton, man, I'm so glad to see that this guy has this kind of game that can hopefully shake off the rust, pun intended, and get him back on track. I think we crushed it. I think those are the main 3 here. How would you grade tonight's performance, Justin? You're up, dude.
Yeah, I'm going to give him an A+, honestly. Like, realistically, there's not much you can say that they did wrong tonight. People are making shots, playing good defense against the guys they need to play good defense against. And I will say, this is a Kings team that is not good. Their defense is terrible, and their offense is not that great either. So you really can't, like – I'm not looking at this win and being like, oh, my God, this team, like – it's like, oh, my God, Joel Embiid and Ben Simmons weren't playing in this game. We obviously don't need them on this team anymore if we're beating the Kings. Like, no, it is not at all what I'm saying here, but A+ effort from the team. Tobias Harris just being, like we said before, the leader of men, leading the team not only by just leadership of what he's saying to them, but by example on the court as well. And you love to see that. Really impressive. Like Ben Butler said down here, A+ without 3 starters. And that just goes to show you how good this team can be, even though it is the Kings.
Nailed it, man. What about you, Mark? How would you grade tonight's performance?
Yeah, I can't even add too much. A+. Like I said, when you come out and you just completely kill the soul of the other team in the first quarter by dropping 42 on their 21, it's just like you get to coast the rest of the game a little bit. And I know maybe something you could have talked about is that maybe we hoped that to get more of the guys rest. Like, I don't know why Danny Green played 32 minutes. We talked about that a little bit. I don't know why Toby even played 30. So, but I do think that there's a difference in games when you're up 25. The minutes are a little less strenuous. I do think that we coasted through the rest of that game, and that's good with a back-to-back coming tomorrow and a big road trip on the docket coming up soon too. So yeah, A++++.
How do you not give this team an A+? They out-rebounded them. They only had 3 turnovers from the starting lineup. They shot 47.8% from 3, 11 of 23, 55+% from the field. Just top to bottom, just a truly efficient game without your truly main 3. I mean, I know Ben's not in the game, but that Joel Seth 2-man game is so critical to this offense, and you didn't miss it. You didn't miss it. I don't know if that's a knock on the Kings defense. It probably is because it is bad. It is really bad. But anyway, here we are. where it is a bona fide A-plus performance by the Sixers tonight. This is a game that you expected them to lose last year. This is a different year. This is a different DNA with the Philadelphia 76ers. Doc Rivers, the coaching staff, everyone knowing their role through and through. Everyone stepped up tonight. Amazing performance. All right.
Yeah, and real quick, I was going to say, and this has been a consistent thing that's been said throughout this season is the chemistry of this team is completely different. The makeup, the identity of this team, and is completely different. Ben Simmons has commented on how people like actually hang out with each other now. Like in years prior, that wasn't a thing, I guess. Like the team really didn't hang out that much. Now apparently the team wants to hang out together. Like they actually like go out and try to spend time with each other off the court and outside of practice. So I think that's super important. And that's going to be really important when it comes to adversity this team hits. And that's what's happening right now. The adversity of not having Joel and obviously not having Ben tonight and Seth Curry going down recently. So you got to love what this team's doing right now. And I'm excited to see what happens in the future.
All right, let's roll into final thoughts. And my final thought has to be congratulations to Rajon Tucker. He played 3 minutes tonight. He had 4 points. First time I've seen him in a Sixers uniform. I'm pretty sure it's the first time he's played.
It is, yeah.
Sixers. So congratulations, Rajon Tucker. Just so happy for you, bro. You did it. It was a blast to watch, even though B-Ball Paul should have played a lot more minutes. But here we go. Justin, any final thoughts?
Yeah, I was going to say, I'll say I was glad to see Paul Reed and Rajon Tucker get some minutes tonight. If you don't know, I am the Painted Lions beat reporter for the Bluecoats. So I was interviewing them all G League season and watching every single game. So it was nice to see those guys finally get some of their shot at the end of the game, and both of them playing pretty well. So hopefully we see at least, like, I definitely want to see Paul Reed get some more minutes at some point. I think he really deserves it. And same with Rajon Tucker. So final thoughts on the game in general. Really fun game to watch. And when it came to just watching your team actually play well with your stars not in, it's just not normal for us to see in years past.
And I want to quickly go back too, because when we got the announcement that there was no Ben Simmons playing tonight, we were like contemplating, should we just cancel the watch party because no Ben, no Joel, whatever. Anyway, just amazing how ironic that was. So, Mark, what are your final thoughts on tonight?
Yeah, the first game without all those guys, first game after the Seth Curry injury, I feel like I'm echoing everything you guys are saying, but it was just awesome to see, and it gives you confidence going forward that maybe we still do have a chance at that 1 seed that I know some people kind of wrote away and wrote off when Joel Embiid went down and with how great the Nets were playing. But the Nets lost to the Magic last night, and we just beat the Kings by 1 million without Joel Embiid, Ben Simmons, and Seth Curry. So it's hard to feel anything other than positive.
There was like almost borderline processy look and vibe with the Sacramento Kings tonight. I don't know if you guys got that too. They look bad. That looked like a beating the Sixers got during those days. So
thank God the Kings took Marvin Bagley second in a draft with Luka Doncic.
Listen, thank you, Ben. Thanks for watching. Thank you guys. Thank everyone in chat. Like Ben said, thanks all in chat. Thanks to us for watching. Respect to the Kings for giving us this win tonight. It seemed like we just it was handed over the Sixers tonight. It didn't seem like it was that hard for them tonight. So we gotta love that. Are we doing want to get in the plugs now?
Yep. Justin, where can we find you? What can you plug?
Go follow me on Twitter. Definitely go at me on Twitter. If you guys want to see more videos about the Bluecoat stuff, I'm sure me, Dives, and Jason and Austin, whatever, would love to go and make some videos about that and talk about it. So definitely let us know. At me on Twitter. Let me know what's going on. Follow me on there. Like I said, Bluecoats beat reporter. So all that information will be coming from me. Like the video.
You're up, Mark.
Yeah, for me, you can follow me at Mark Henry Jr. _ on Twitter, and you can follow at Tough Cover Pod on Twitter and Instagram. I've been going live every day for the last, I don't even know how long, I've lost track, but I'm gonna go live in the morning again at 10 a.m.
Okay.
Tomorrow. If that's, I think 10 a.m. I said 8 a.m. yesterday and made it 10 a.m. because of unforeseen issues. But I'm gonna go live at 10 a.m. Hopefully have as good of a day as I had today. Hopefully Texas can finish it out with a win.
What was your record today on picks?
So far today, I'm 4-2, up 4 units on the, or 4.5 units on the day. So it's been a good day. If Texas wins, I'll be 5-2 to finish a parlay. If they lose, I'll be 4-3. I'll still have a positive day no matter what, though. But so it's pretty good to bounce back. I had a negative day yesterday, so big day for me. Also, real quick, go check out on Thursday at 7:30, I believe. Dylan Davis is interviewing Tyrone from WIP, or not WIP. Oh man, edit that out. No, I'm joking. Tyrone from 97.5. Oh man, I'm tired. Tyrone from 97.5. So come check that out. I know all you guys follow him already. He's the man. So yeah. Come check it out. I'm really excited to talk to him.
Tyrone, a repeat guest with the Painted Lines and with Dylan Davis show. So definitely gotta love Tyrone Johnson for doing that. He also follows the Painted Lines on Twitter, which all of you should do as well.
Yeah. If you don't, we're judging you.
He's awesome, man. He's just absolutely terrific. Sixers mind. Just want to say thank you everyone here for watching. Please be sure to like, comment, subscribe here. Follow my man Justin on Twitter at J_Persichetti. Follow my man Mark. There he is. At Mark Henry Jr. _ Check out the Tough Cover podcast, giving you the best bets with March Madness and all the above, literally every day. So what are you waiting for? What are you waiting for? Just watch the pod and make some money. Let's go. And with that, I'm going to throw our sponsor and wrap the show. Thank you, everybody, for watching. For Justin, for Mark, for myself. Stay awesome, guys. Hey, what's up, guys? March Madness is here. The NBA and NHL are both in full swing. Baseball opening day is coming up, while we here at the Painted Lines are devoted to bringing you top-notch content from all the major sports. We are excited to also now give you the opportunity to cash in on all that content and knowledge. If you follow the link below, you will have the opportunity to sign up with BetRivers, an online sportsbook, and get an instant new user deposit match of up to $250. That's free money that you can use and try to turn into more free money. Let's go. Don't sit there and waste all that money. Turn every basket into an otherwise meaningless Cavs-Timberwolves matchup in on a random Wednesday in March. That makes it all the more exciting. For betting tips and advice, be sure to check out written content from our top prognosticator, Money Max, on our website at thepaintedlines.com, or check out the Tough Cover podcast right here on the Painted Lines YouTube channel. You've seen the commercials all over TV and radio, but now is the time. Sign up today with BetRivers using the link below and start cashing in on your love for sports. Using the link below will automatically inform BetRivers that TPL sent you, and you'll get that new user deposit match of up to $250. Don't miss out on this opportunity for some free money, baby. What a loser.